Hi there. Okay, Sue's here, and we're here to talk about week three, spring, and why I identify week three of the female hormonal body clock, the hormonal rhythm, with spring. And there's two reasons for it. The week three is I could get into a very long video about it because it begins with ovulation, and then there's a whole trajectory of things that happen in this amazing week. But for the purposes of this particular video, and to keep it short, I'll say that I identify this part with spring for two reasons. One is that we'll go back to the spring equinox. We'll go back to an equinox. The spring equinox is about going further into the light. The winter solstice was about starting at the darkest time and going into the light. Spring takes it the furthest into the light. We think of summer doing that, but really the summer solstice is about the beginning of the decline of light. I know that's hard to believe, but it's actually true. So, but we also have it, all of these seasons, we have created so many man-made ideas around them that we're not really actually connected with the seasons or the light as much as we could if we were really feeling these rhythms. So, week three, the equinox, the spring equinox, is going further into the light. And what happens is that, it's winter time, it's been winter, and when spring comes along, we are ready to burst out. Now, we've been all cozy during winter, and now we're ready to burst out into spring. We're into our gardens, into our projects, spring cleaning, doing home repair projects, getting into all kinds of things. If the people are in school, they're finishing up their projects, and people are getting outside and playing more sports, all those kinds of things. The weather is great. We all love fall and spring because the weather's just nice. So in that way, in that bursting out into spring, we begin, as far as the female hormonal rhythm, 4 seasons in 4 weeks identifies ovulation. It's the first day in that week spring, and it kicks off a whole section of a nurturing nature. And that's because after ovulation, the body doesn't really know if it's pregnant for about a week. So it's really a holding pattern. So these are the two things right there in everything that I just said. So first of all, ovulation is about the egg has been maturing, the uterine lining has been building, but the eggs have been maturing, and one makes it. And ovulation is the time when that egg bursts out of the ovary, and and it's really making its debut, and it's a very short life, but it's there, it's raw, it's primal, and here is ovulation. And in that way we burst into spring. The other part of it is that this holding pattern of the body really not knowing whether it's pregnant or not until a possible fertilized egg travels and embeds itself into the uterine lining, which takes 6 or 7 days after ovulation. We're really in this, we're back to a resting phase in a way, except the progesterone now is, estrogen goes down, progesterone shoots up, and progesterone is a very, very nice calming influence on us. So we are very much in this empowered world mother, world leader phase, yet it's very much a holding pattern. It's like the fall equinox. It's like that week 1 fall where our hormones were at their lowest, and so we were resting. This one really, after the high of estrogen, and then the luteinizing hormone comes in there, and it's way up high, kicking ovulation into gear. But progesterone goes higher than all of them, and that all happens in that particular one happens in week 3. So we're at our lowest, we're at our highest, and both of those are equalizing. They are sort of static energies in a way. The period takes a week, we're resting. Week 3, it's a holding pattern. And the equinoxes are like that. The equinoxes, fall and spring equinoxes, are balancing points. Both winter and summer like week 2 and week 4, are extremes. And this is why this fits so well. So I hope that that makes sense without going into too much around the science of week 3. We'll do that at some point in a training, but it's very exciting, and I hope that that makes sense for you. I will see you at week 4. All right. Thank you.